The West, particularly the US, is facing a retirement crisis like never before, according to the American Association of Retired Persons. They state that while people in their 40s should have 3 times their salary in retirement funds, over half have just a few $1,000s put away. And shocking still, some people have nothing. And it's getting worse every year. And I was one of those people. I had nothing put aside for my retirement, but at 47 I took steps to get myself out of the financial mess I found myself into approaching 50. So if you're in your 40s or even your 50s, here are the steps you can take to change things and turn them around. And if you're serious about fixing your financial situation, don't skip anything, you need to hear it all. Okay, let's get into it. It's not too late. I understand you may be feeling stressed, under pressure, not knowing where to start. Perhaps you're in your 40s, even your 50s, and feeling overwhelmed. I know exactly how you felt, I was right there. But let me put your mind to rest. There has never been a better time in history to get things right and turn your financial situation around. Being more connected and living longer and healthier lives mean our ability and our opportunities to earn and take control is better than ever. We have infinitely more resources, we have more energy, and we have more time. It's never been easier to get help. This new online age has brought supersized opportunities to develop our mindset, to increase our earning potential, and to reach more people. And not being prepared financially for your retirement, you are not alone. According to MarketWatch, 39% of Americans are not contributing to a retirement fund. And in the UK, according to a recent YouGov study, 74% of people don't believe they have enough money to retire. So as a group of people, we need to acknowledge where we are, where we want to be, and how we're going to get there. And to acknowledge where we are, we need to create a balance sheet, which we're going to do right now. For anybody that wants to get anywhere, you need a starting point, and it's no different for retirement planning. Putting together a balance sheet so you know where your assets and your liabilities is crucial so you can make some decisions. Any savings, investment accounts, home equity, even valuables will go into the assets. Loans and debt, mortgages and expenses will go into liabilities. Once we know what the liabilities are, we can influence those and reduce them. You can reduce your home services and pull back on some expenses. You can get rid of your car loan and buy an older model. You can even relocate for a lower mortgage or even have the potential to house hack. Knowing what your liabilities are, you can tackle them and reduce them. For assets, you can look to increase your income. You can take out some home equity and invest it for a better return. Our balance sheet will give us a good idea of our financial position and therefore what we need to do to get to our financial goals. Now, I found the part of this plan the least enjoyable and the least exciting. But I also know it's one of the most important parts. It's crucial that we're not firing in the dark, that we know where we're coming from and where our starting point is. It's also crucial to analyze our financial position, to see where our outgoings are and how we can reduce them, and where our incomings are and how we can increase those. That in itself made me feel better and far more confident than I did in years. Just wanted to say thanks for watching the video today. I appreciate you. If you're finding some value, perhaps give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the channel. I'd love to be part of the community. Now, back to the video. Okay, now that we've got a balance sheet, we can move forward with a monthly budget. This is going to be our financial baseline. Travel to work, rent or mortgage, utility bills and food. These are our lifestyle basics. You'll also need to account for other bills, credit card payments and allowances. Now we need to maximize our monthly salary and get it to work for us. So we need to look at expenses and how we can reduce them. I started with the basics, like bring my lunch and my drinks to work instead of buying them. I stopped buying other treats and shopping for clothes when I didn't need them. You can also take a break for 30 days and track your savings compared to last month. Getting your food shopping from that nice middle-class grocery store, change it for a budget store. Your monthly budget is there solely to maximize your salary, so there's enough money to work for you once everything's paid for. Money is one of your best tools and it needs to be working for you to build a retirement fund. Now, anything worthwhile, like building a retirement fund, is going to take sacrifice and a bit of hard work. But the way I saw it, at 47, I didn't have much choice. I wanted to financially retire and spend more time with my family and my friends. I wanted that more than eating out, more than buying clothes and shoes, more than being a consumer. Find out your desire and let that drive you to your goals with determination. And with the extra funds in your monthly budget, after reducing your expenses, can go towards credit pay down and building an emergency fund. And it will take time, have patience. But every bit of credit you pay back is a guaranteed return. It's less interest. Take it from me, once it's paid off, it feels amazing. So this is the part where you change your financial course for you and your family. You cannot grow a retirement fund, build wealth, or become financially independent without investing. Savings are eroded over time with inflation and other factors. and your time is limited. Having a job and exchanging time for money will only take you so far. Investing will put your money to work for you. It will multiply, and the interest will compound. You will make interest on top of interest, and eventually you can live off that interest and allow the principal to continue to grow. All the points we have done so far have led up to this and allowed us to invest some money to grow. How you invest will come down to your comfort level and your risk tolerance. We invest in growth ETFs each month, while others prefer the income-producing dividend stocks. You can invest into a business online, or even a traditional bricks and mortar business. Some investors enjoy private lending, or even being an angel investor, investing into a new business. Whatever route or routes you decide to go down, investing your money for an average return of 8 to 10% a year or more will be your route to financial stability, and the peace of mind that develops as your money is growing is priceless. Now, the traditional idea of retirement has been evolving over the past few years, for good or for bad. The economic turmoil we've witnessed over the past few years has pushed back retirement dates. We're no longer retiring at 60 or 65, and the government pension no longer provides us enough to survive on. Indeed, as time goes on, with increasing taxes and living expenses, more and more people are extending the work life or even returning to paid employment. So my suggestion to you is to consider doing the same. The major difference, though, is you're putting it into your plan right now. It won't be a knee-jerk reaction in years to come. Factor it into your financial plan right now and increase your income years by a few. Accepting it now will give you peace of mind of that income for your retirement. It will also allow you to make some employment changes if need be. Perhaps you can make a career change or move to a new company. Knowing that you're going to be working for a few more years, you can make some changes now to maximize your salary potential. I myself plan to work forever. I love my work and I love the structure it brings my life. I enjoy the socialization I get from it, and there's many other benefits. Working past 65 for me is a given. I don't believe in a work-life balance. I like to achieve and working on goals, and I use my work to accomplish that. Work a little extra and benefit from the extra income that's going to bring your retirement. But it's not the only option. Okay, something else you consider is a second income to bolster your retirement funds. Now, I understand you may not like the idea of expanding your work life by a few years. So by adding an income stream now can increase your investment funds enough to keep the original retirement date. Now, if you're feeling behind and you really want to go for it, you can do both. Extend your working life and develop a second income. In any event, the ability to earn and contribute to your retirement funds is one of your biggest assets. So use it and use it well. This will make a major difference. You can even take that new second income and develop it into a business. And I've got a few options in the next chapter. Absolutely anybody can start a new business these days. There are more and more people building business than ever before. And instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on a new startup, people are using their ingenuity and starting a business for a few dollars. My daughter started a crochet business because she likes crocheting animals and Pokemon. What started as an occasional craft market, she now attends a market once or twice a month, turning her hobby into $1,000 a month income. Now, she took that $1,000 a month from her hobby and invested it. After 20 years, she would have over $700,000. It's just taking that simple idea and running with it in your spare time. And you can even diversify within your business and earn more income. My daughter set up an online shop, and now she sells digital downloads of the crochet patterns that she made. Once each crochet pattern is set up, she has passive income for as long as she has that shop open. So starting a business doesn't have to be a big risk or a hefty investment. Often the best ideas are the simple ones. Once you've got a business established and you're providing an income, there are tax benefits you can take from that as well. And perhaps your side business can be developed into a full-time income, just like I did with my renovation business. The benefits of starting a business are numerous, from tax advantages to the ability to relocate. This was a real game changer for us, and it could be for you. Give it some serious thought. Work on your health. Now, this may not seem important right now as you dig yourself out of a financial hole, but your long-term health is crucial, and you need to start taking care of yourself from today. Most people's ability to work on a job or run a business is dependent on their body and mental health being in good working order. And if you're putting in extra hours to catch up financially, you really need to make an effort on your health and your mental health. Remember, this is going to be a marathon, slow and steady. And if we're going to retire and enjoy our later years, why wait until then to get fit and healthy? In fact, what if you retire and you're unfit and you're unhealthy from doing long hours, not eating correctly, and not getting exercise? I mean, when you think about it, what's the point? Now, I plan to live to 100, so I put in the work every day. I try to stick to a good diet. I eat as healthy as possible and have lots of home-cooked, wholesome food. I don't drink and I definitely don't smoke. As for my mental health, I constantly set short and long-term goals to keep my mind active. And above all this, I enjoy my happiness, my family, every single day. Let's face it, it's easy to get sucked into the day's problems or the month's issues. I find keeping everything in focus, proportionate to my life goals, can really help me manage any stress that can build up. Put your health first. I mean it. You're going to need it for the rest of your life. Although the last chapter, this, alongside the previous one, may be the most important. It certainly was for me. Creating a mindset for happiness, to change the way I thought about how I lived my life. I may have looked rich, but I felt very poor, and I was not happy. I was an absolute broke mess. Now I know some of you may be in the same situation, and some may just want to avoid it, and some may feel they're even in a worse spot. All I can say is finding and focusing on my happiness gave me the motivation and energy to dig myself out of that hole. I used my happiness to make me face my issues and tackle them one at a time, to pay off my credit, to lower my life expenses, and to increase my income and start investing. And every step in the right direction was a win for me. Was it hard work? Yes. And it took time. I started reading books and watching videos, and slowly my mindset changed. My relationship with money changed, and my focus on building assets, not earning money, slowly took root. Having nothing saved for your retirement in your 40s is not the end of the world. Some people get years, even decades older before something clicks. You have resources, access to tools, and most of all, you have time. Follow these steps and I promise you'll be well on your way. After all, I did exactly the same thing. In fact, watch this video here where I go into greater detail on how to prepare for your retirement in your 40s. I discuss more strategies and more ideas if you're serious about getting ready for your retirement. I'll see you there.